Everyone, it's Alex Ragir, co-founder of Storyhunter. I am here at the Cannes Lion Festival of Creativity. This is basically like the Oscars for the advertising industry. I'm going to be speaking with Bonin Bough. He was one of the youngest C-level executives at a Fortune 500 company, running marketing for Gatorade, Oreo. He has a really magnetic personality. He's a speaker, investor. How do you have the time? How do you get the energy to, I mean, you've been talking on stage for like 2 days.
3. I think I'm relentless. I think at the end of the day, these type of forums are massively important for people to share ideas, inspiration, knowledge, case studies, what worked, what didn't, and at the same time also meet people. And so have a chance to find other people to collaborate with. So if the least I can do is to spend some time on a stage talking to make sure that we facilitate that type of discourse and continue to help find places where the industry can move forward, then you know what? So be it. I'll do it. I think the trends, brand storytelling, I don't know if I would necessarily limit it to video, but I think the trends have been a lot around purpose and cause, which I think is interesting. But I think we're going to see a lot more around format and entertainment come back into the world. So at the same time, how do I just bring a smile to somebody's face? How do I entertain them? How do I, and that I think we've lost in a search to find more meaning than meaning exists. We've lost the fact that we have this beautiful power to make somebody laugh. I think about this, like when I'm on the airplane, and I love documentaries, but there's more documentaries than comedies. Like sometimes I just want to sit back and get a laugh. There's that one thing, Gags, out of Canada, which is literally silent, and all it is them performing gags on people. I go hysterical over that. You know what I mean? So I just think entertainment. But what's beautiful about video today is that it's accessible to anybody.
Yeah. Anybody can create.
But we're so concerned around do I have every single skin color in the video? Is, the making sure that I'm not alienating or offending anyone. And part of the challenge, I think, is as we're trying to reconstruct what we believe a diverse and fair life looks like, there's a new generation who are just shooting with their video camera, and because they actually live in a diverse world, their whole world is diverse. And so maybe instead of trying to orchestrate a perfected humanity, maybe we should spend more time just telling stories that entertain humanity, that showcase humanity. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Take things less seriously.
I wouldn't say, look, there is a place for purpose, and I believe that brands have a footprint that can shine the light on injustices in the world and bring about change. And I believe that they have an opportunity and in some cases an obligation. So if you look back to things like, Levi's jeans meant freedom to an entire generation. Coca-Cola, Pepsi meant the choice of a new generation. And so there is a world for that, but I also believe that there is a world, or there's become an absence of just entertainment too.
Mm-hmm. To get it back to you were one of the youngest
C-level executives, but that was at Mondelez, but I'll take Pepsi.
Yeah. But so how was that? Where do you get the confidence? Where do you get the bravery to
I just don't think I knew any better. I didn't know any better, right? I didn't know any better, and I just constantly push to how do we do things better? How can we put creative stuff into the world that's never been put into the world? How do we do that? And as a client of that size, you have different challenges. Most of them are yourself. You potentially as an individual, your own fear, those kind of things. I don't want to screw it up. I don't want to lose this job kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But a lot of it also just the internal organization. It seems new. We don't know. Where there's a lot of checks and balances that have to come into place in order to get a decision over the finish line. So you have a lot of that. But the reality is that I felt that if I were to be at a brand like PepsiCo and later, Kraft, Stroke, Mondelez, Oreo, Wheat Thin, Stride, Trident, Triscuit, Cadbury, Toblerone, then I felt that the best thing I could do for the industry was to do the stuff that showed the industry what was possible, to give the industry examples that they could show in front of their organization that could get them to get their organization to move forward. And to me, that was the best thing that we could do, and do it in a way that also drove the business, of course, but more importantly, drove the industry forward. And so
there's probably a lot of times that people shut your idea down though, right?
Yeah, man, people shut ideas down every day. But here's the difference, is that the thing I've learned, a couple things. One is I don't need a lot of people. So everybody's like, I need to get alignment across the organization. Everybody align with me. I don't need alignment. It's near impossible. You can't get 6 people to align at where they should sit at dinner on Thanksgiving, right? So we're thinking we're going to get 100,000 person large company, one of the largest companies in the world, to align. Just not going to happen. What I need is coalition of the willing. I need who are those that believe in this thing, and let's go forth and make this possible. And the other thing is, I don't believe in focusing on singular ideas. So most people are like, just do one thing and do it great. Mm-hmm. I do believe in that to some extent, but I put as many ideas into the organization as humanly possible. I make it like whack-a-mole, where there's a good idea, kill it, bam, oh no, there's another one, bam, bam. Eventually one of them is going to make it through. And so, yeah, my ideas get shut down all the time. I get shut down, my own team shuts me down all the time. But that's not what you do it for. You do it for those that get through.
Yeah.
Those ideas that are so, that get through. And when they get through, hopefully they're really good.
Coalition of the willing.
Coalition of the willing.
Thanks, man. I know you're a busy dude.
My pleasure.